is about one of the most ancient ceremonies that we have. It was, in terms of what we understand today, it is the rites of passage from childhood into adulthood. It was the first experience that an adolescent would take to try to find their inner self. And it's a very strong and powerful journey.
And when we talk about today's intercultural exchange, how does that affect Vision Quest?
Well, Vision Quest is a ceremony, I believe, that's for everyone. In the difficulties of our world today, most of the difficulties come because society has forgotten these kinds of ceremonies. I'm not just talking about Indian society, but all of society, no matter where they are in the world. They've forgotten these kinds of ceremonies. And as a result, you grow up with virtually no respect for your surroundings and for Mother Nature. And when this happens, we come into the problems of that we have today, environmental problems, and people not having any kind of respect for Mother Nature. But the Vision Quest is a necessity.
So what do you think today's people would get from a Vision Quest, or can get from a Vision Quest?
I think in terms of a real understanding of themselves. There's a lot of fear. And this is the thing that the person has to overcome. There's a lot of fear, but that's brought on by an ego that we have, right? And if we come and overcome this fear through Vision Quest, then the possibility for us to have a better life and to understand who we are is even better.
My spiritual journey has taken me far and wide over the world. I have experienced many cultures, traditions, and spiritual beliefs. The Buddhist way has touched me deeply. A dream to meet the Dalai Lama manifested itself as a result of this feeling. In the dream, the holy woman of the Sundance Lodge gave me a 20-meter golden cloth upon which the Dalai Lama was to walk. This dream was fulfilled in Milan, Italy, 2007.
So the dream is that now the Johnny to then come to this one.
It was there that we laid the golden cloth down, and His Holiness the Dalai Lama walked upon it, thereby blessing me. The high point of this experience was that he stopped in front of me and spoke these words. "Are you an Indian from North America?" And I said yes. It was then that he blessed me by placing a white prayer cloth over me. He also blessed a pocket-sized picture of him, which I carry with me. We then followed him into the great hall, where he was presented with an honorary citizenship and other gifts. After he gave an eloquent speech of the struggle of his people, his country, and how he has come to terms with this tremendous journey.
I want to congratulate you use two Tibetan words, Teshitele and Tushiche. The first one is excellent, Teshitele. The second one, rather slow, Tushiche. For well-being of 6 billion human beings and also environment. Of course, I'm nothing special. I'm just one of the 6 billion human beings. And I believe firmly that each of human beings have responsibility to think about humanity. Because we are part of humanity. If humanity happy, individual will be happy. The whole planet peaceful. I said, yes, peaceful. And every people, including animals who live on this planet, then will be happy.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Enrico, my good friend, I would like you to take this golden dragon cloth that was blessed by the Dalai Lama to a place for the earth.
Thank you very much. Bye. Oh.
The sweat lodge ceremony is a wigwam structure that is covered with blankets and tarps. It is widely practiced by North American Indians. More recently, also practiced in Europe. The firewood and rocks for the sweat lodge are gathered from the forest. The wood is stacked in a square formation and the rocks placed inside. This pit is placed just east of the altar and the sweat lodge door. The placing of the rocks is a very important step. It honors the universe, 4 sacred directions, and Mother Earth. It is a very important part of the ceremony. Sometimes 100 rocks can be used. The tobacco offering to the fire is the next important step. We call on Grandfather Fire, Grandfather Wood, Grandfather Rocks to give us good heat for the sweat lodge and the rocks to stay hot. Then we ask the firemen to light the fire. fire, we believe, is the male energy of the universe. The rocks represent the male seed to be delivered to the womb of Mother Earth, which we Indian people believe is the sweat lodge. In the middle of the womb of Mother Earth is a hole which represents the egg where the rocks are to be placed. When the rocks are ready, the sweat master calls everyone together. They fill their pipes and call to the four directions. Then all go into the sweat lodge. They seat themselves inside around the hole in the middle, one side for men and the other side for women. The fireman and his helpers are then asked to bring in a certain number of grandfather rocks. The rocks are brought in, the door is closed, and the sweat lodge begins. There are 4 rounds to the sweat lodge, each lasting about 20 minutes. All participants can come in and out as they wish during the breaks, which are about 15 minutes. Each round has its own ritual and songs. The songs are sacred spirit calling songs and healing songs, and we also invite local songs as well. The utmost respect is given to all participants of the sweat lodge, and each chooses to dress in their own way to enter into the sweat lodge. After the sweat lodge, all participants greet and thank one another. Then we leave the womb of Mother Earth to begin the new life. The Sundance ceremony starts with a dream given to a chosen woman. She brings the dream to be interpreted by a Sundance leader. Other dreams are also given, and if the right set of dreams comes, she then begins her journey to make a lodge for the sun. Grandfathers and grandmothers of the great circle of life, Mother Earth, creator of this great universe, help us today. Give us the strength. These 2 people have decided to make a house for you. Help us. All these things that we ask in your name. Help us, give us each and every one of us the strength to be able to go through what we made a vow, made a commitment to do. This process begins in the late fall time, an announcement to the universe to organize, and a sweat lodge is held where the holy woman is purified. Then through the winter, the organization of the Sundance begins. A winter and spring ceremony is held to honor the seasons. Yahweh, At the summer Sundance ceremony, the holy woman and holy man begin their journey with a holy walk to the place where the Sundance Lodge is to be built. When the procession of the Holy Woman arrives at the site of the Sundance Lodge, she is escorted to the west side of the camping circle. This is where the buffalo robe is placed. She then hops onto the buffalo robe, which signifies her fasting and suffering time will begin.
Forward and you jump. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you sit there now till we put up the house around you.